What's your most legendary drill sergeant confrontation? It happened during a mail call when our drill sergeant Staff Sergeant Phillips decided to humiliate this quiet kid named Private Thompson by reading his love letter out loud to the entire platoon. Phillips was always picking on Thompson because the guy was skinny and soft-spoken and came from some small town in Iowa where everyone was polite and respectful. This particular day, Thompson gets this pink envelope that obviously came from his girlfriend back home, and Phillips sees it as the perfect opportunity to embarrass him in front of everyone during a mail call. So Phillips starts reading the letter in this high-pitched, mocking voice, talking about how much she misses him and can't wait for him to come home for their wedding. The whole platoon is laughing, and Thompson is standing there bright red trying not to cry while Phillips keeps going with his cruel performance for everyone's entertainment. But then Phillips gets to a part of the letter that makes him stop reading, and his face goes completely white like he'd seen a ghost or something terrible. Apparently Thompson's girlfriend had written some very detailed and graphic descriptions of what she wanted to do when he got home, and Phillips realized he'd gotten himself into something way more explicit than he bargained for. The awkward silence stretches on as Phillips tries to figure out how to get out of this situation without finishing the letter or admitting his mistake. That's when Thompson, who'd been quiet this whole time, speaks up in the loudest voice anyone had ever heard from him in basic training. He says, "Drill Sergeant, are you going to finish reading my private correspondence or are you too embarrassed by adult content?" The entire barracks goes dead silent because nobody talks back to Phillips ever without facing serious consequences. Phillips tries to regain control by yelling at Thompson, but Thompson just keeps going with this newfound confidence that surprised everyone, including himself. He says, "I'm sorry, Drill Sergeant. I didn't realize you were too immature to handle reading about grown-up relationships. Maybe you should stick to reading comic books instead." At this point, other drill sergeants have gathered around because word spread that someone was actually standing up to Phillips, which never happened before. Thompson looks Phillips dead in the eye and says, "If you're going to violate my privacy, at least have the courage to finish what you started, Sergeant." Phillips completely loses it and throws the letter back at Thompson while storming out of the barracks like a defeated child. Later, we found out Phillips got written up by his commanding officer for inappropriate conduct during a mail call. Thompson became a legend overnight, and Phillips never messed with anyone's mail again after that embarrassing day.